Welcome, my Zentangle friends. My name is Emmy. I am a CZT, and I am enjoying teaching you very much. We're working on Inktober. Oh my goodness, we're on day 16. Do you believe it? Well, I'm having a lot of fun with new patterns, and I hope you are too. So grab your supplies because you probably know what we need by now. And let's get started with day 16. Halfway. Woohoo! Today we're going to do a pattern called Sorry. And it is Sorry from the game. That is the whole point of this pattern. And so Heidi Kay is the author, and this is her website, and she has just a delightful website, and she must be a delightful CZT. I believe I've met her, and I've certainly taken some of her classes, and I would sure highly recommend it. There's a lot of things to do with this fun pattern. So let's get started. And here's the basic pattern. You can start however you like, but I choose to start with an orb. And then in somewhere in the vicinity below it, I'm going to put a seed, like that. I'm going to connect this by on each side up to the short area with a lazy S. Get it? I knew you would. I knew you'd love it. Okay, so I am not your symmetry girl, as you probably have figured out, but I will do my best. The idea is to have it be a game piece. Can you see it? It's so much fun. Now, she also puts a ribbon on the top half part of the seed, and then she darkens it in a couple of areas. And I believe I will save that for our final draft. But this is the basic pattern that you need to have in your book, whether you decide to stack it, nest it, or use it as part of a mandala. Grab your darling book that we have, you and me. I'm enjoying this book so much. It is going to be the best memory. Day 16. And what I'm going to do with this now is put a seed, like we did before. And I'm going to put an orb to aim for. Coming off the side like we did before, I'm going to do an S. Very lazy, huh? And on the other side of the seed, I'm going to do a second S. I'm going to do the ribbon right now before I forget. You know me. I'm sorry. Now, the idea of this is just to build on these. So I'm going to do another orb. I'm going to put a seed down here. So this is just as though the game pieces are all just laying all over all the pretty colors. Do you remember? I'm sure you played Sorry in the day with your kids or some family somewhere. I think I'll use this orb here. Come down with it is a frown face, isn't it? Or my seed shape off of one end and back up. Other end and back up. And my sweet ribbon. And let's maybe make a couple more because we have room. So I don't have room to come off here. I believe I will make a whole new one over here. I'm going to make an orb and a seed from one end, come up, the other end, and then I will make another one. Where shall I do this? Maybe I'll make one off of here. That'd be kind of fun, wouldn't it? It can be on an angle. I'll put my seed here. I quite like that. That's a different look, isn't it? Oh, very fun. And, oh, just like I mentioned to you, I'm afraid I might forget those ribbons. So I'm choosing to have these look like they're just scattered all over. Let's do one here. An orb, a seed, and connect with an S, lazy S. I think this is just the prettiest Zentangle pattern. It's very zen, very zen. So let's grab our pencil and get some shading on this. My pencil is very sharp. I'm gonna take the time to put a tiny bit of shading here. And here on each side, actually. I don't want to run my palm of my hand or any other part of my hand through my work here, so I'm taking my time, turning my work to keep everything in front of me. And I want to do a little more here. I'm going to do the top, just a tight rim of shade right at the top here. And at the top, just tight. And I believe I can do this here without running my hand through the shade today. Grab your blender stump. Kind of push it toward the middle. I'm giving it my best shot to leave a little of the tile color. But I do want to blend it out into the cute pattern piece. The shading, of course, as we've talked, can be a bit tricky depending on the kind of surface you have. That will make a huge difference, and I'm sure you've learned that as we've studied together these last weeks. I sure am glad you're here. This is so much fun to do together. Push and smudge and soften. One left. There's a little more treatment I want to do on this. So I'm going to grab my pen again, and I would like to darken with and leave a little bit of a hole for a bit of light in some area. Make this a little more substantial, and let's do that again. Darken around. This one is a dinky little thing, isn't it? I might make that a little bigger. I just love and enjoy how easy this pattern is. I'm also going to do a little shading here in these cute little rims that I have. I like to leave a little sparkle in the middle. To get that, I'm going to do either side and then tighten it down like that. Fill in. But if I start here, then I don't mess up so bad, hopefully, down the road. Because I end up talking and working, and as you and I know, that doesn't always work. Here we go. Darken on either side. Oh my goodness, isn't that the prettiest pattern? I just love it. I hope you've really enjoyed it. I hope you have time to like the video, and if you can subscribe to my channel. I would just love to see you back, and I'd love to send you emails about what we're up to. And so you're on Zen with Emmy. I'm Emmy, and I'd love to see you again. Thank you so much for being here. Bye.